Hey everyone, Denise here. We're back with another tutorial for another card. Now I'm going to tell you right off the bat that the technique to get your paper like this is the, I forget exactly what we called it on the website, but it's a technique video on, it's sort of smooshing, but with glossy photo paper. So go through the videos on the channel and take a look for the glossy smooshing technique, we may have called it, or something along those lines. I do apologize. But it is the one with the glossy paper. And when we did it in the video, we only used this one color, but we use multiple colors with this one. So when you see this, this is the one that you're looking for. So what you're going to need is to watch that video if you don't know how to do this technique. And it's so super simple, but you are going to want to do the paper first. So be sure that you have your paper, your kit. Now, your kit is here, right? You have a thanks on the glossy paper, and you have this beautiful intricate die, which is on glossy paper. Be sure when you're coloring that you do it on the glossy side. Oh, no, you're not coloring this. My mistake. Take that back. You're coloring the thanks and the solid glossy piece. My fault, my fault. You have your envelope, which we won't need. And then you have your card. This is actually a top folding card, so the fold should be away from you. We used a bunch of different inks, and I always turn it the other way just in case. But we used a bunch of different inks when we did this background paper. I couldn't even begin to tell you. It looks like we have some picked raspberry. I used Distress Oxide ink when I did it. You can use any kind of, I'm guessing water reactive ink or regular Distress ink. I kind of like the way the oxides look with this, and it does look far more translucent on the glossy paper cards. Well, it's actually photo paper, so that's what that is. It looks far more translucent than it does on regular paper, right? So picked raspberry, I think we may have used some salty ocean in there, maybe some squeezed lemonade. I don't think that's orange. I think that orange was maybe a combination of the pink and the yellow. There may be some spun sugar in there. And the green, I don't know if I used mowed lawn, but if we did use a green, that's what it was. But I think that that could simply be just a combination of colors. You use whatever combination you like, as many inks as you want or as few as you want. Excuse me. The whole point is for you to make this your own. So use any kind of water reactive ink, but like I said, we used those colors in Distress Oxide ink at the store. Head on over to that video. You'll need those inks. You'll need something non-porous to work on. You will need your heat gun. You will also need a paper towel. And you will need your Distress Micro Glaze. Now, if you're missing any of these from your own stash, feel free to contact Christina and add them to your cart, and she'll be happy to send them to you. So you're going to color the thanks and the photo paper. And you see, mine says Canon on the back. You'll see it's clearly glossy photo paper. And watch the video. You'll have those colored. So just come on back when that happens. Now, the beauty of video is that you can stop, pause, rewind, do whatever you need to do when you're watching it. So you'll just come right back to this part. So assuming that you have come back from that, and if I speak too quickly, same thing, just rewind or pause while you're making the card. Once you've got that done, that's the whole card, really. You're going to take your card base. Again, it's a top fold, so it's going to be away from you. You are going to take the piece that you colored. Mine's going to be white for right now, but you're going to see, you see that it overhangs? See how it's bigger? So you're going to trim it. So grab a pair of scissors, a good pair, and trim it. Now, I don't know why I do this and I don't think about it till after, but I always adhere it on because I want it to be end to end. And then why am I cutting two sides when I can just do one and do it just one side, right? But I also want to make sure that I have this. So I'm gonna have to cut it more because this, you see how it's bigger all around? And this is the card. It's cut flush to the die. So you'll want to use a dries clear glue, whether that's art glitter glue, dries clear, or what we use in the store, which we've switched over to a while ago now, that barely Barely Arts Dries Clear Glue. Is that Barely Arts? I've said it so many times tonight, I kind of forgot. It doesn't freeze, and it goes below, you know, freezing in New York, so the art glitter glue becomes an issue. And if you've watched any of the other videos, you know I've had an issue with it being shipped in the winter. So we've switched over to that. I'm a convert. I love them both, but that's going to work best. And again, you'll want your fine tip point for that. Glue what you can around the sides. Now, it doesn't have to be glue everywhere. Place glue strategically, especially in the middle here. And then maybe what you want to do is line it up with a side and the top, and then press it down and hold it. Now, it is dries clear glue, so it is going to dry clear. You don't want to use a baby wipe or anything in this particular case because water reactive, right? So you don't want that to happen on your already beautifully colored sheet. So, you know, you may have to hold it a little bit in place and just keep moving. And it may take a couple minutes, but once it's done, I would set it aside a little bit to dry just to be sure that it's dry. And then take your scissors and cut the overage. And once you've cut that overage, pop it on your card. Take your thanks, pop it right in the middle. Because you've colored that too, right? And that's gonna fit right in the middle of the centerpiece. I know, I apologize for this shadow. Gonna fit right in the middle of the centerpiece. That's it. And again, your dries clear glue. And again, strategically. You don't want it to ooze out everywhere. If it does ooze a little, it will dry clear, so it's not a problem. That is literally all there is to this card. The bulk of it is making your paper. And again, that's in that technique video. So go ahead and use the colors that you like best. If you don't have the colors we have and you want them, contact Christina. She'll be happy to ship them to you. Don't forget about the Distress Micro Glaze, because that is a must when it comes to this particular technique. If you have any questions, please be sure to pop them in the Facebook group, which is Scrapbooking Stuff Group. Don't forget that if you need to order anything, it's through the store, which is licraftstop.com. Be sure that you have clicked subscribe to the channel and click that bell, so the next time we have a technique or other card video going up, you have the first chance to watch it. You get first notification of it. And if this video was helpful for you, please be sure that you hit the like. And again, use any colors you want, anything at all. Check Pinterest or even the Tim Holtz site if you aren't sure which ones might work best together or what you like. We did this, I think, in the spring. So, I mean, this was perfect for spring. Maybe you want more fall colors. Maybe you want to do an orange, a purple and a yellow. You know, maybe you want to do Christmas colors. Maybe you want a yellow and a red and a green in there. Do whatever you think looks best. Experiment, have a good time, and show us your results. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for taking the class, and we hope to see you in class again soon.